welcome to Everlasting Talk. Hello, welcome to Everlasting Talk. I'm your host Ever. Today in the Biography, we're talking about Luke Gehrig. Before we get started, make sure to go to my link tree, the link below. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, X, YouTube, Spotify, turn on notifications. Check my merch out on Spring. Also check out Blogger, and also on Twitch and Kick. Let's get started. Luke Gehrig was the first legendary first baseman whose talent and perseverance left an indelible mark on the sport of baseball. Known as the Iron Horse, his story is one of extraordinary athleticism, resilience, and courage in the face of adversity. Born Henry Louis Gehrig on June 19, 1903, in New York City, USA, to German immigrant parents, displayed remarkable athletic abilities from a young age. He attended Commerce High School and later Columbia University in New York. His prowess on the baseball field quickly became evident, attracting professional scouts from the Major League Baseball. His rise to stardom began in 1923 when he joined the New York Yankees. Started as a bench player. Gehrig's opportunity came in 1925 when he replaced the injured Wally Pipp, and the rest of it was history. He ended up seizing his moment and began a streak of 2,130 consecutive games played, a record that stood for 56 years. If you were to put that in modern baseball standards, like right now there's 162 baseball games right now in the modern baseball. If someone were to repeat that again, it would be about 13 years. 13 years his streak. Imagine you playing 13 years of anything. That's a lot. Like 13 years straight of, like, let's say you do 13 years straight of reading a book. That's a lot of reading. Or 13 years straight of watching a TV show every week. That's a long time. So 2,130 consecutive games. That's crazy. Like I said, it lasted 56 years. And, if someone wanted to do that again, that'd be 13 years straight in the modern baseball equivalent, So, yeah, his powerful hitting and defensive skills made him a cornerstone for the Yankees lineup. The height of his career came when he, along Babe Ruth, owned the late 1920s and the 1930s. His stand-up performance led to the Yankees winning 6 World Series titles, 2 American League MVPs, and won the Triple Crown in 1934. His 1939 speech, when he announced his retirement, was actually one of the most important sports moments of all time. You should look up that speech. It's his retirement speech. It's pretty good. I wish I could post it, but copyright probably. He retired because in 1938, the year before, he began experiencing unexplained fatigue and muscle weakness. He later was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS, in 1939. So later on, about a year later. Now called Lou Gehrig's disease. That's the common name of it, but it's also LAS. Unfortunately, 2 years after retiring, he passed away on June 2nd, 1941, just 17 days short of his 38th birthday. So he's a young guy. In his home in the Bronx, in New York, in the state of New York City. His death marked a profound loss to the world of those sports. Luke Gehrig's disease, if you were to pick up his legacy, extends far beyond his baseball achievements. The Luke Gehrig Memorial Award, created in 1955, honors MLB players who exemplified Gehrig's character and integrity. Studying Luke Gehrig actually provided me a valuable example and lessons about dedication, humility, and the human resilience. So it's definitely someone you guys could keep looking into. Obviously, I gave you a little snippet of history, a little biography, but obviously with it being called Lou Gehrig disease, it gave ALS more of a platform. More people were donating money to cure it, and there's still a fight going on to this day. Some things you could look into, some sources, or some things you could watch or read. There's one called The Luckiest Man, The Life and Death of Lou Gehrig by Jonathan Igg. Hopefully I said that right. It's a biography. Also, there's a film that came out in 1942 called The Pride of the Yankees. So it's black and white, most likely. Lou Gehrig, The Lost Memoir, was actually written by Lou Gehrig and by Alan D. Goff. It's a book. And Iron Horse, which is a nickname. Lou Gehrig in His Time by Ray Robinson. It's a biography. So you check out those. Especially when it comes to sports, there's some stories in sports where it exemplifies the outside the sport and more about the person itself. But it's very interesting to see how fast it progressed for him, especially on the 2 years he passed away. But yeah, guys, let's see here. If anything else, you guys should check out more of those sources and those books. Next time, we're talking about Carosella, so be on the lookout for that. Well, this is Everlasting Talk. I'm Eros Ever. Make sure to go to my links in the link below with my, check out my Instagram, YouTube, X, Spotify, turn on notifications anytime a new episode drops. Also, check us out on Twitch and Kick. I'm doing other content on there that's more versatile. So if you guys want to do a more versatile content, I do gaming and do some chats, some history chats. I think I'm probably going to do the Roman Empire, just chat about stuff like that. So hopefully you guys be on the lookout for that. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye. Thank you for listening to this episode of Everlasting Talk. For more content, follow us on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram at Everlasting Talk. Thank you.